If the Arab Spring was about a new beginning, what we seem to have now is the Arab Spring break. But Cairo isn't Daytona Beach, so we have burqas rather than bikinis clashing with the security forces in the street. Egypt has reached the tipping point as clashes between the Egyptian security forces and the Muslim Brotherhood now claim hundreds of lives. The dark clouds of the Syria conflict loom over what is going on in Cairo. Certainly, we're going to have an insurgency that lasts for years. Tahrir is not Tiananmen. While many journalists and some diplomats try to cast the Muslim Brotherhood in the role of the Chinese dissidents who faced down Chinese tanks in the 1989 democracy protests in Tiananmen Square, that analogy really doesn't hold water. The Muslim Brotherhood isn't about democracy. It's not about pluralism. What we have here is very much a two-sided fight. A Muslim Brotherhood victory would put the Middle East's oldest Christian community at risk. The Coptic Christians represent 10% of Egypt's population, and they have been there since the beginning of time. Now, it really says a lot about the Muslim Brotherhood that in order to take revenge on the Egyptian army, that they go off and they burn churches and they seize nuns almost as prisoners of war. The fact that the Muslim Brotherhood is targeting religious minorities shows their true colors and should disqualify them from any further American support. Staying neutral does more harm than good, as both sides figure if we're not with them, we're against them. Debating and hand-wringing over $1.6 billion in aid is wrong-headed, because this is just a footnote for the Egyptians. After all, what's $1.6 billion when the Saudis are giving you $12 billion? We need to consider where American interests lie and which side would better protect them. American interests are the security of the Suez Canal and the vitality of the Egypt-Israel peace treaty. It's quite clear that on both those counts, it's the Egyptian military with whom we should be siding. On top of which, the Egyptian military, while no Democrats themselves, offer the best possible hope for reform down the line. We need to back the Egyptian army, no ifs, ands, or buts.